Good morning. It's Jay White from Law Enforcement Today, and I'm with Officer Elliot Valdes from the Key West Police Department.
Good morning.
Hard at work. Elliot, how long have you been a member of the Key West Police Department?
6 months.
And
going in 6 months.
What prompted you to become a police officer? Has something been interested in your whole life?
I've always wanted to be a law enforcement officer. I put myself through the academy, paid out of pocket, and then I start looking somewhere to get higher. And what a better place than my hometown when I've been here for 8 years.
So you've lived here for many years before joining the force?
That's correct. That's correct. I went to high school down here. I went to college down here, and it's what a better way to pay back the community and assuming become the person that I am today than by serving them.
Now, I've been coming down here 2 years because I work, my day job is a radio personality at Pirate Radio Key West. And by the way, if you listen to that, I'm on middays. My radio name is Ripley. And I got to tell you, the Key West Police Department does a phenomenal job. And same with the Monroe County Sheriff's Department. They got very dedicated young men and women, older people like us as well. As a young law enforcement officer in Key West, what would you say probably the biggest challenge is for you?
Well, every day is a different day. Every day is a challenge. You got to wake up, and you just got to roll with it, basically. The day can bring you anything.
And you have a lot of tourists internationally as well, so you got language people from all over the world here.
Yeah, I'm bilingual myself, so I speak Spanish and English, so that kind of helps you a little bit down here. We have a few older officers in the force that speak Creole, and Russian and some other things.
Now Russian, see, a lot of people don't realize there's a large contingent of people from Russia and Ukraine here. So that truly is an international police department.
It sure is. It sure is. We're a mid-sized department. I would say we probably have about 100 patrol officers down here. So, and then we just got a little bit of everything,
And one of the nice things I always tell people about Key West is, it's always a fine line when you're in a tourist community and you're a law enforcement agency of keeping the peace and quality of life issues and making it a pleasant experience for tourists. In Key West, you really have to be a bona fide jerk, pain in the butt, deliberate to do stuff to get arrested. These men and women will do everything they can to make sure you have a pleasant experience, and I thank you.
And that's correct. We're here to protect and serve, and that's our main priority. Integrity and service.
Elliot, got a big question for you. I'm always from the area of finances. You've obviously, on a police officer's pay, you can't afford to live in Key West. So what's the living arrangements for most of the police officers that work down here?
It's a little difficult sometimes. So there's options. You can either roommate with someone. I'm fortunate enough. I'm still actually housing with my parents for a little while.
Do that as long as you can. Sock away that money.
Until I can get in my feet and get enough money to either buy a house or go on my own. So, but it's definitely a tough living situation down here. You can either move up the keys a little bit and try to find something a little bit more affordable. But there's options. You can make it work.
What city are you living in now?
I live in Key West.
Oh, you're actually in Key West. How you're one of the few that we've met during our stay in Key West. We've spoken to many of the officers at the Key West Police Department, and a lot of them are in some of the keys a little bit further north, just for the fact of the cost of living.
Absolutely. We see that very often. And I have many of my coworkers that they actually leave up the keys for that same living situation.
Now, I understand that your agency is hiring, so officers in other agencies across the United States that know the winter's on the way and they're sick and tired of snow and everything else, would you encourage them to come down and pursue, continue your career in Key West?
Absolutely. It's a wonderful place to work. You literally, if you see our cars, actually on the other side, not right here in the front.
No, let's go. Let's walk around the car.
Yeah.
Protecting and serving paradise. You literally are protecting and serving paradise.
And I'm pretty sure their air conditioners work really well.
They do. We got to make sure they do work properly because down here, especially with the heat and the humidity, it's a big factor. So it gets pretty hot during the day. If you're directing traffic or anything like that, it can get pretty...
Are you on day shift?
Right now, I'm in day shift, but not for much longer. I'll be going to night soon.
Okay.
So that's because I'm a newer officer.
And what's the difference in the mentality of the patrol officers? I know there's different calls that you're going to be receiving. Obviously, people are out drinking all day, and then at night, the beast pops out in them.
Absolutely. I actually had the privilege to work nights a little bit when I was doing my FDO program. So I got to see it's different types of call. I mean, days and nights is totally different ball game. You get more high-risk calls, I will say, at night. And then during the day, it's more like public service request and more of dealing with the public itself.
Right.
Thank you very much. Elliot, what we're doing is we're going to take a walk around your patrol car. And as usual, since Elliot is, you know, a new guy, 6 months on a job. By the way, I remember when I was a new guy. And it's a steep learning curve.
Yeah, I noticed it's not one of the newer cars.
As typical with the newer guys that get the older vehicles.
That's right.
It's been in service a while, I'd say.
This is my baby right here. I mean, I'm trying to keep it as clean and top notch as I can.
I'll give you a hint of the age difference. When I had my first patrol car, it was a 73 Pontiac Le Mans.
Wow.
And we didn't have sirens back then in Baltimore. It was craziness.
Screamed out the window.
We did. We put the blue light on and we blew the horn and we yelled out the window, "Get out of the way!" Oh, so you get to see some of the lights action here. They really do an exceptional job. Just like so many law enforcement agencies across the United States, they don't get the publicity for all the good work they do. What happens is the media jumps on anything that they can create a controversy out of until they ignore all the excellent work that our law enforcement officers across the United States do. That's part of our mission here at Law Enforcement Today.
And if you guys come down to Key West and you see Elliot, tell him you saw him on Law Enforcement Today.
Absolutely.
Say hello to him. Elliot, I want to wish you a great career.
I appreciate it.
And please stay safe out there.
And give our best to Chief Donnie Lee. We appreciate everything he does.
I'll tell him.
Have a good one.
Thank you very much,
Thank you, man.
guys. Thank you.
Appreciate it.